Good morning, fellow YouTubers. It's Sunday morning, the 11th of May 2025, and I'm just off out for another adventure with Bay in the back there. I'm going to go back to Kielder Forest to go past the Tollstone and go beyond it this time, because I've never been beyond it over the Scottish border in the area of Newcastleton. So I'm going back today to do that walk, to go to the Tollstone, but I'm going to be going about a mile to a mile and a half past that, where there's a communications tower up on top of the hill on the right hand side as you pass it. So I'm just going to go and explore up there. So I'm all set, ready, got all my cameras charged up, ready, and batteries and stuff. It's what, 6:41 in the morning, Sunday morning. Right, so without further ado, I'll get away. It's a lovely bright morning as well, so it's going to be quite warm walking along. Right, so bye for now. It's 7:39 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 11th of May 2025, and I've just stopped here. He's one to get out. Want to show you these useless pieces of metal stuck in my countryside, which is a waste of time. It's supposed to be wind turbines to create electricity, so as you can see, every one of them is at a standstill and they're just a blight on the landscape. So I've come along the A696 past the airport through Belsay and kept coming along the A696 until I got to the crossroads of Nosegate. That's K-N-O-W-A-S, Nosegate, and then turned left to come along this country lane, and then kept left to come along past Sweet Hope Lough Fishing Lake, and then I've just continued over the single track tarmac lane, and I'll be going to meet the T-junction in a minute with this A68, and I'm going to be going straight over, cross over the crossroads and go down and into the village of Bellingham, then continue along towards Kielder Forest. And I'm heading towards the pub called the Pheasant Inn pub, and you just drive past that. Then eventually I'll be taking a left onto Bloodybush Road, opposite Matthew Lynn's car park, and that's just a little bit of information of where I'm going and heading for. But I just thought I'd stop and put this on video because I just wanted to show you how useless these wind turbines are. What's the point of having a wind turbine if there's no wind? It's because they're not producing any electricity. Like I say, they're just a blight on the landscape. Right, so that's just to let you know where I am. So basically I've got about another 3/4 of a mile till I meet the A68, and I'm just going to go straight over, then follow the road right into, I'm going over the Reedsmouth Bridge, and then into Bellingham, then through Bellingham, and then keep right and then start heading towards Kielder Forest. Right, I'll bring it back. Bye for now. Okay, so I crossed over the A68 and come straight over, come down and round over the Reedsmouth Bridge, and then just continue along this road. And now I've come to the 30 miles an hour sign, which is saying, you know, I'm going into Bellingham straight ahead there. So I'll be going ahead past that silver van up ahead and past the school on the left. Then you come to a T-junction, turn left, drop down past the little tiny petrol station, then go up the bank over the bridge and then turn left at the post office. Then just drive through Bellingham, and then when you get to the fire station in the children's play area, you keep to the right and go over to the right and then more or less straight on, and then that takes you down past the Riverdale Hotel, and then you just continue right along to go into Kielder Forest. Then eventually I'll come to the pub called the Pheasant Inn, and I'll be driving straight past that, past the turn off to Falstone. Right, so I'll bring you back further down the line. Bye for now. Okay, it's 7:55 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 11th of May 2025, and I've just driving through Bellingham, and like I say, you pass the fire station just there behind us and the children's play area, and this is where you keep right and go over there where the brown sign is saying Kielder Water and Forest 9 miles. So you go the right turn there and drive past the Riverdale Hotel, and then just follow the road right into going towards Kielder Water, and then you pass the Pheasant pub on the left hand side. Okay, so bye for now. Okay, I've done 54.9 miles from South Shields where I live, and I've got to the pub the Pheasant Inn, which you pass, and then obviously up ahead you can see a sign pointing down to the right to take you down into the little village of Falstone. So I'm just going to continue along this road now past all the major car parks, and then when I get to the car park on the right, which is called Matthew Lynn Car Park, I'll be turning left to go onto Bloody Bush Road and drive along Bloody Bush Road to see if it's all started to dry up now, because we've had no rain for days and the tree harvesting should have finished by now, so hopefully the track will be getting back to like a half decent form, so I can just drive along without getting mud splashed up me mud guards and all out the side of my car. So I'll just try it on the way to where I'm going to let the dog out in the grounds on the river, so you can have a plodge and run about in a bricked off wall area. Right, so what time is it now? It's 8:10 in the morning, so I'm just going to continue along past all the car parks. So I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Okay, I've done 62.2 miles and I've just pulled up at the bridge here as I've turned off the main road into Bloody Bush Road. So he's going to get restless now because he'll want to get out for a wee. So I've just quickly pulled up, and where you can see it was barriered off while we're doing the tree harvesting, and the road looks to be quite dry at the moment. So hopefully as I drive further along it's going to be dry all the way through and not full of mud puddles. But I'm desperate for a wee myself as well, so I just wanted to put on video that I've done 62.2 miles after passing the pub called the Pheasant Inn. And you look for the signpost for Matthew Lynn Car Park on the right, but you turn left and come along Bloody Bush Road here. But if the road's blocked off further along here, I'll have to turn around, go back onto the main road and go another 75 yards and take the diversional left and go on the other side of the burn here. Right, so I need a wee, so I've got to go. So bye for now. Okay, that's pointing back up to the roadway I've just drove down from off the main road after passing Matthew Lynn's car park on the right. You turn left and start coming onto Bloody Bush Road here, and then you come down to here with this big massive posters telling you where you are at Lewis Burn Bridge, which is this half moon shaped ornate bridge which is suspended by strong wires to hold it up. And that's the cycle path that all the cyclists use where they've come across from Newcastleton in Scotland over the English side to go up to Kielder Castle. When they get back on the main road there, turn left. But I just wanted to show you this ornate bridge because everybody knows this bridge because of its structure and its unusual shape, and it's on the cycle track like I say. But we want to get out for a wee now, so I'm going to drive further along about another 1.5 miles along this stone track. It's a Forestry Commission track, and as you can see if you look up the hill, they've been chopping all the trees down around here as well, so that's why it was shut up and blocked off for quite a while. And the two car parks that used to be able to go down and park on the right hand side have been closed off for months as well while they're doing this tree harvesting. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Okay, I've come about 1 mile along Bloody Bush Road, and then you come across the first stone bridge that you cross over. That's one of 3. You pass over 3 stone bridges on the way to where I'm going. And I just want to stop here and put these cottages on video, which is called the Forks because they're on the fork of the road here. So I'm continuing along Bloody Bush Road. I'm going over that little stone bridge. The road bends round to the right and you just follow it round, and then I go to the next second stone bridge, continue straight on again to the 3rd stone bridge, cross over that and then go up about another 3/4 of a mile, and then as the road drops down to the left, that's where I'm going to be going and parking up to let the dog out and go for a plodge in the river. That's next door on the left and in the grounds of a building. I don't want to say the name of it though. Right, so that's where I'm going anyway. So I've done 63.4 miles so far, and it's 8:31 in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 11th of May 2025. There used to be like a wooden round circular thing on that wooden post there saying the Forks, to tell you that's what the name of those cottages are. Right, so I'll bring you back further on the line. Right, bye for now. Okay, I've come over the stone bridge at the Forks cottages there. I've drove straight over that. The road bends round to the right, then round to the left, and it follows the Lewis Burn, and then you come to this second stone bridge, where they're still digging ditches and stuff like that, get rid of water off the roads, just improving the area. So I'm going over the second bridge, bends round to the left and just continue on into the third bridge, then straight over that again and then up the hill, and then look for my left turn that goes down to the left. How many miles have I done? 63.8, and it's 8:34 in the morning. Right, so bye for now. Okay, I've done 64.8 miles from South Shields where I live to get to here, and I'm at the third stone bridge that you cross over. So I'll be going over that bridge. It bends round to the right, then round to the left, and goes up and up and up a little bit, and then eventually when you get to the top of the hill where the tree line starts, you look down to the left, and that's where the road takes us down to the cottage where I'm going to be visiting, and then let him off so he can go plodging in the Aikenshaw burn that runs along past the cottage. Now if this road was closed off and I couldn't get along this is the normal way I come, I have to I go past Matthew Lynn's car park and don't turn onto Bloodybush Road. You go to the next one over the bridge, then turn left and follow the diversion signs, and it would bring you round and then down to here, to this T-junction. Then you would turn right and go up to the cottage where I'm going. So I'm just putting everything on video to help people that don't know how to get here. Right, so bye for now. Okay, so I've come along Bloodybush Road, past the Forks, 2 cottages on the corner there. I've come over I've come over the 3 stone bridges, and after the third one you drive up the road about another 3/4 of a mile, and then you come to this junction here. Now I've parked the car here because I'm going on straight on later on, but I'm just going to go down the left and go into the grounds of a cottage down the bottom there and let him go and plodging in the water, and then I'm going to be coming back up to the car and then driving straight on for about another mile, and then take a tiny little left turn off a disused track, which is going to I'll park up the far side and then walk up to the toll stone that divides the border between Scotland and England, where you used to pay the toll. So it's a toll stone. Right, so I'll park up now here. I'll get the dog out the back, and obviously that he can just run down that bank, and we'll go in the cottage for about 20 minutes or so, give me freedom, and then we'll come back up to the car and then continue along Bloodybush Road there. Right, so bye for now. Okay, I've done 67 miles, looks like. It's 9:11 AM in the morning, the Sunday morning, the 11th of May 2025. As you can hear, he's getting really restless. He just wants to be out and run. So I just want to show you the name of where I am. It's amazing, this GPS. Even though I'm just on Forestry Commission tracks, it's still telling me where I am. Arrive at Bloodybush Road. So I've parked up now, and I normally park over there straight ahead because there's normally 2 big piles of stones just there. And I turn the car around and face it back down the track where I came up and set up a time lapse. But my daughter's going on holiday to Thailand, flying today for 2 weeks, and she asked to borrow my GoPro 8, which I normally put in my frame there and do time lapses. But I'm not going to bother doing it today, obviously, because I haven't got my GoPro 8 to set up. So I'm just going to record everything on my GoPro 12. So I'm going to be locking the car up, turn right there and go along and keep following the track over the little stone bridge, over a wooden bridge, and then just keep going up towards the toll stone. When you can't miss it because it's 15 foot high, and it's about 5 foot like block square at the bottom. It's like an obelisk with the top taken off it. It's that kind of shape, and in the middle of it on one fascia it's got like a stone where it's been carved out the prices that people used to pay at the toll to come through from Scotland into England. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Right, that's the car parked up at my destination, and like I say, I've come up past the Forks cottages. I've came along Bloodybush Road here, over the 3 stone bridges, come up another 3/4 of a mile after the 3rd bridge down there, and I've got to this junction here because I'm going down to the left here where the cycle track takes it over to Newcastleton, but also you can go that way as well. So I'm going to be going that way when I come back up the bank to go and see the toll stone again, but I'm going to walk a little bit further past it this time. So that's why I've just parked the car here, because I'll be coming back up to the car. Instead of driving down there, I'm going to be driving straight on about another 3/4 of a mile along there. Good boy. Good boy, son. Right, so as you can see, I've just parked the car well off the side of the hill, so anybody can get past us. I always put that on video to show you how, you know, to park responsible so people can get past you. I should have put his leader through round my neck already before I started recording, whatever, I mean, because you'll get the tap tap tap. Right. The camera will be moving all over the shop as usual, but no mind, it's just for a brief moment. Right, so I'm going to be walking down here about 500 yards, 1,000 yards, and then turn left through a metal gate and drop down to a property down the bottom there, down in the bottom next to the river, which is Akenshaw Burn. That's A-K-E-N-S-H-A-W, Akenshaw Burn. And as you can see, it's just beautiful countryside. I mean, they've chopped a load of trees down, but it's still like a mass of trees at the top end. And sometimes I go over to that side, instead of, like, when I come past the folks' cottages on the first stone bridge, instead of turning right and continuing round on the Bloody Bush Road, I turn right and then first left. I follow the road up about 250 yards, then turn right, and the little track takes you up to the top of that ridge there where they've chopped the trees right at the top, and then you can just park up the top corner there and you can look down to the cottage where I'm going from up there. So you've got beautiful views again of the whole valley. Oh, somebody's got a car parked on here. They've had the same idea as me. They've parked just here where this little track comes along through where they chop the trees down. There's a little track comes along here, and they've just reversed it to there. I'm just wondering if it's anybody to do with the where I'm going, the scouts camping. Right, so if you look ahead, you can see like metal railings on both sides of the road. That's where you cross a bridge over a burn that comes and meets this one. There's another one coming from the other side, and there's another bridge on the left hand side what the farmers used to go up that track there right to the top ridge. So I imagine whoever owns this car is just come to do a camp out, maybe down in the cottage, or the scouts are here, so I can't go into it. Shit, all there's people down there. The scouts. They're camping out doing there, look. This van's in the main car park. You hear the generator going. This is the first time I've seen the scouts actually using this, that own it and run it. I don't think I'll be able to go down there, you see, because what I normally do is go down there, down in the grounds there, past where those vans are parked, cross over the wooden bridge into the grounds, and then I would just let him go down to the river's edge and go for a plunge in the water. But I can't do that now. Right, come on son, come on, away we're going now, come on. So that's not that idea. That's a good little place to keep in mind for me parking and all, because it's on a flat instead of a bank, coming down a steep bank. Right, come on son, we're going now, come on. Away, come on, here, hey, come on, up, come on. Right, so I'll just have to go and do my second location now, but I can still let him off and he can walk along the cycle track that goes right to the toll stone, and I'm going to be walking about approximately, I think it looks about a mile beyond the toll stone, where this communication tower's up on the right corner, and you get really high up, so you've got some beautiful views around. Right, so back up to the car. But he'd be glad, because he's finally out the bloody car to run backwards and forwards and can for a wee and do what he wants to do. So he'd be happy now. He's had a pee on every bush on the way down. And I made sure I let him out in the garden before we come away. And he did his toilet business in the garden at the top. So there was no desperation for that. That's one thing I didn't have to worry about. Yeah, that's the very first time I've come to the cottage there, and this people actually used it and drove down into the grounds. First time ever. I mean, I've actually done a walk into the Aikenshaw-Burn cottage and outdoor facility, and there was people, like a bunch of young scouts camping out in tents and that. But as I approached the building to take some photographs, two of the instructors came out and says, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" So I just told them I wanted a couple of photographs of the building and the surrounding area. And they says, "Oh, well, sorry, it's private, you'll have to leave." I said, no problem, no bother. So I just walked away. But that was the one and only time I'd been down there. But it's a beautiful day. It's getting hot now already. I'm getting the sun at my forehead. Right, come on, son, we're going. Come on, here. Come on. Come on, we're going now. Here. Come on, we're going. How it? Come on. Come on, we're going now. There's a stone stuck in my tyres. Little stones. Right. So let's just stop recording.